Hi, I'm Francesco, and I'm honored that a group of our certified Qigong instructors curated a beautiful collection of guided meditations that are part of our Personal Transformation Fundamentals course. First, I think we want to ask, what is personal transformation? I mean, what's this whole idea of transformation? Aren't we just supposed to be happy with being who we are and being the best of who we are? Why should we think about transforming out of that? Well, it really comes down to this concept of surviving versus thriving. And I think we all know what that means. I mean, most of us can get so easily caught up in survival, making the money, making people happy, getting through life, surviving and doing the best job you can. That's that puritanical virtue that's really embedded in us epigenetically. Then there's a concept of thriving. And that's where the concept of transformation comes in, where we can really transform beyond this survival mind. Many of you who've taken my courses know that I simplify this concept of consciousness by talking about the survival mind, the intellectual mind, and the intuitive mind. Well, it's the survival mind that we are being asked the deepest level to transform out of. Not to completely get rid of the survival mind. It's quite a useful tool, of course, and it comes in with a million years of humanoid, hominoid experience of being conscious of fear and to work with that as a survival mechanism. But in the modern days, being dominated by our survival mind basically keeps us from transforming. And once we can pull ourselves out of those epigenetic holdings, something magical happens. We transform into, not out of, we transform into our full potential. This is a heart-centered way of being. So this course is beautifully laid out in the sense that it starts with fundamentals. And the fundamentals of transformation remind you that it's not just an automatic occurrence. Transformation isn't something you just work at blindly your whole life and hope that you'll transform, or that you just work with this intellectual mind where you read a lot and you try to get all the techniques that you can under your belt in the hopes of transforming. Transformational fundamentals really start with breath, understanding how to breathe efficiently, not just through technique, but through that spirit-guided breath. Yes, it's wonderful to know about the vagus nerve, about how the sinoatrial nerve activates our heart, how we increase our heart rate variability, how we can build our stress response, improve our ability to manage stress. Those are all great. But I'm talking about a breath that is a spiritual breath, a breath that can take you deep into each inhale and each exhale, guiding you someplace that's beyond that survival mind, guiding you beyond the breathing that keeps us alive, making sure oxygen in, CO2 out. How about a breath that wakes you up to your core? A breath that reminds you of your rebirthing with every instance of an inhale and exhale. That's a fundamental tool of transformation. And to keep that with you and to learn how to breathe in a deeper and dynamic way. More efficient breathing, both in increasing our oxygen intake and increasing our ability to sustain CO2, which is another fantastic stress manager, stress transformer. Then it goes into the whole idea of visualization and intention. And these can be really curious new age concepts, but we want to move beyond that pablum, beyond the just stereotypic idea of intention, and go deep into it on an energetic quantum level where we can remember what the power of our energetic quantum coherence is and use it to align intentions. And understand that in that visualization that comes with that coherent quantum field, alignment, is a key part of our intention. Using the yi, using our creative visualization and calling to mind qi, bringing qi activation into this process. The Course then moves into this beautiful section about how we bring in gratitude, how we bring in this heart resonance, how we can move to a more heart-centered life. To me, this is the key. This is really the key of understanding how to transform and how we bring ourselves into a deep transformative state. We end up with a focus on that heart-centeredness, understanding the role of heart in our Wei Qi field, the heart in our everyday experience, and our interchange and exchange with other people. So I hope that these fundamentals will inspire you. Listen to these guided meditations. Go in deep to each one. Listen quietly. Feel that experience. And then see where it takes you. There's other courses that can go more into different specificity on these different areas. But for now, you have a lot here. So enjoy at your own pace, lesson by lesson, guided meditation by guided meditation. Find a quiet place. Go in deep and listen with your intuitive mind.